Metro bus that was headed northbound on 14th Street. Several persons got onto the Metro bus and began to assault one of the occupants of that bus. That fight then moved onto the street, onto the sidewalk, where one of the individuals in that group of people who were fighting displayed a firearm, brandished a firearm, shot that firearm, striking 3 people. 2 of the individuals that were shot are 2 children. 2 children of our city were shot. And then there was also an adult male that sustained a gunshot wound. All of the victims have been taken to area hospitals where they are currently receiving treatment. The injuries right now, although serious, appear to be non-life-threatening. We'll be monitoring that. In addition to that, we're working with our partners here at Metro Transit as well as community to locate any videos. If there are any videos that community members have, if you were on that bus, we're asking you to call us at 202-727-9099, or you may text us anonymously at 50411. So just a quick recap, after 4 o'clock, altercation on the bus that spilled onto the street. 1 person displayed a firearm, firing shots. 3 people struck, 2 children, 1 adult male, and that will end the official statement. Now I'll answer any questions you may have.
Do you believe that the children were on the bus and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jackie.
The children were on the bus and got off. And you said that's when everybody got off the bus.
Yeah, so it appears that the children were on the bus, they got off, they were accompanied by adults. After the shooting occurred, the children got back on the bus, and the bus came up here, the bus driver drove the bus northbound on 14th Street, and the bus is behind us here.
Do you have approximate ages of the children?
The young children, it appears that 1 child is 9 and another child is 6 years of age.
Were they just coming home from school?
It appears that they were coming home from school.
Do you know if they are Hispanic?
Do I know if the children or the suspect, or who you're asking?
Both of them.
Right, I'm not unsure with the now.
You notice that both departments were in front of the apartment complex over there. Is there any relation?
Ethnicity is of the children.
You notice that both in the apartment. Is there any
Of our victim apartment, not far from here, and we went to that location to render aid and again continue on our investigation.
Is that the man shot?
One of the individuals who was shot was found at another location on Rittenhouse. That's correct. Any other questions?
Would it be better to have an officer or some kind of security aboard these Metro buses, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, we have the Metro Transit police here who's with us. I think that's a call for Metro management as well as the law enforcement leadership with the Metro Transit. Now, I don't know if you want to address that, but we do have Metro Transit here that's with us as well.
Do you have a gender of some children?
1 male, 1 female.
The age, was the female the younger one or the older one?
I can't recall which one is, who's older, who's younger, but 2 children, 2 of our children, 1 6, 1 9.
The man who was initially being assaulted on the bus, was he the one shot, or was the man who was shot unrelated to that?
No, it appears that the person, the intended target, or the person who was the focus of the assault, it doesn't appear that that person was shot.
And did that person remain on the bus, like with everyone else, and then go down this way? Or?
That person, he was located at another location away from the bus.
How many people were on the bus at the time?
It appeared to be a full bus of people. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
You as the mayor?
Yes.
I know we talked about homicides are down compared to last year.
Sure.
Violent crimes down compared to last year.
Yes.
We're just talking to people here, there seems to be that feeling, and really across the district, that things feel less safe. How concerned are you about that?
Well, I think, I'm always concerned. I know the mayor's absolutely concerned. Anytime we have gun violence in our city, so, whether you're talking about numbers being down, I mean, I appreciate the fact that we've made some great strides in 2022, but any one act of violence in our community is one too many. When you're talking about an act of violence that occurs on a Metro bus, that starts on a Metro bus, that spills over to our city, where someone decides to recklessly use a firearm in our community, we got to get this person, we want to get these images out to community. We're going to ask for the community's help. The community has an opportunity to participate in this investigation by identifying these suspects that are involved in this case. And then once we do apprehend these individuals, because we will, and once we get these individuals into custody, I think that we all have a responsibility to make sure that we follow this case through the process to ensure that accountability is held. You will always hear me talk about accountability when it comes to people who commit reckless acts in our communities. This is unacceptable. These are 2 of our kids that were shot on a bus, or as they got off of a bus. And that's very disturbing to me. I know it's very upsetting for the mayor and for everybody else that's standing behind me who's coming to work day in and day out to make sure that the citizens and the kids of our city are safe. I mean, this is unacceptable, man.
Mayor, how do you feel about just the concern that things feel more dangerous in DC?
Right now, all of my concern is with a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, and all they were doing was riding the bus coming home from school. And an idiot with a gun shot it indiscriminately and shot 2 children. And as a community, we all have to feel the same sense of lost innocence that I think all of us standing here today feel, that no child should have to worry. 6 years old. You know what you're doing when you're 6 years old? You're coloring on coloring books. You're playing dress up with your siblings. You're going to birthday parties. That's what you do when you're 6 years old. You shouldn't be fighting for your life or recovering from a gunshot wound because of an idiot with a gun who doesn't care about his own life and doesn't care about theirs. Now, there's a lot that we can do standing together as a community. I know that the police department is going to do all it can. There's a question asked about police officers on Metro Transit. There are not enough Metro Transit police to put on every bus. I'm just going to tell you that now. There are not enough metropolitan police officers to put on every corner. So we have to work collectively to identify young people who are in trouble, who need to get help before they use a gun. When we find them with a gun, they have to have consequences. They have to have consequences so they're not back out in our communities shooting indiscriminately at our children. Any other questions?
Chief, can you characterize the individuals that got on the bus? We look at 2, 3, 5, and do you have any age range on
Probably between 4 to 6. They appear to be young males. We'll release some images in the not too distant future to get those out to the community, just for people to take a look at. Again, it was one person who shot. Several suspects participated in the assault, and we want to identify every last one of them. The person who's responsible for this, for the shooter, turn yourself in the Metropolitan Police Department. You shot 2 children, and that's unacceptable. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, man.